Welcome to aminacademy.com. In astronomy, let us discuss about comets and asteroids. Some introduction. Celestial bodies like asteroids and comets are time capsules that contain information about the history of our solar system, making them interesting targets for studies. The main difference between asteroids and comets is their composition. Asteroids and comets are debris left over from the formation of the moon and planets. Comets are located in the outermost regions of the solar system, while most asteroids are located in a belt between Jupiter and Mars. Occasionally, comets and asteroids change their orbits path due to gravitational disturbances, sometimes bringing them close to a planet. Craters on the moon and planets are evidence of the history of impact with comets and asteroids. Comets are made of dust, ice, and rock materials, while asteroids are composed of rocky materials and metals. Both celestial bodies were formed 4.8 billion years ago. Asteroids were formed much closer to the Sun, where it was impossible for the ice to remain solid. Comets were formed farther away from the Sun, where the ice remained solid. Comets that approach the Sun lose material with every orbit around it was its ice melts and vaporizes to form the tail known as the coma. Asteroid orbits the Sun and are small bodies in the solar system. They are made up of metals, and rocks, and also consist of organic compounds. They are similar to comets but don't have a coma, coma-like comet. Asteroids tend to have shorter and elliptical orbits. Astronomers have discovered millions of asteroids, some that measure hundreds of kilometers across and some are small as dust particles. Comets also orbit the Sun and are relatively small bodies of the solar system. When comets approaches the Sun, some part of them their ice melts. When some part of the ice melt, the other materials vaporizes due to the heat of the Sun. This results in a glowing hollow that extends outwards as through sailing through space. The ice and compounds like ammonia and methane develop a fuzzy cloud like shell known as the coma. This is a notable difference between comets and asteroids. Now let us discuss further detail about comets and asteroids. Comets and asteroids are small celestial bodies orbiting the Sun, but they differ in their composition. Asteroids are primarily rocky and metallic, while comets are icy and dusty. They both originated during the solar system formation about 4.5 billion years ago. Asteroids. Asteroids, sometimes called minor planets, are rocky airless remnants left over from the early formation of our solar system about 4.6 billion years ago. Composition. A primary composed of rock, metals, and dust. Location. Most asteroids are located in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Size range from the largest asteroid Ceres, a dwarf planet, to bodies much smaller than 33 feet, nearly 10 meters across. These are the range. Orbit orbit the Sun in elliptical paths. Asteroids orbit the Sun in elliptical paths, generally in the same direction as the major planets. What about comets? composition composed of ice, dusty, and rocky materials. Comets are small icy bodies that orbit the sun, often described as dirty snowballs. They are remnants from the early solar system composed of ice, dust, and frozen gases. When a comet gets close to the sun, it heats up and releases gases and dust, forming a glowing head called a coma and long tail. Location: spend most of their time in the outer regions of the solar system beyond Jupiter and Neptune. What about its size? Comets typically have small frozen nucleus, but when never near the sun, they develop a large coma, a cloud of gas and dust, and a tail. What about its orbit? Orbit the sun is highly elliptical path that can take hundreds of thousands of years to complete. They can be found in the Oort cloud or Kuiper belt. What about meteors? Meteors, commonly called shooting star, are streaks of light caused by small space rocks, meteoroids, burning up as they enter Earth's atmosphere. These rocks are often bits of asteroids or comets, and their rapid movement through the atmosphere causes them to heat up and create a glowing trail. So far, we discussed some introduction about asteroid, comets, and meteors. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.